The Milan secret: why Chanel and Prada lovers are choosing quiet luxury 2026. Picture this. You are walking through the golden hour streets of Milan where every corner whispers elegance, but something has shifted. The loud logos you once craved are vanishing from sight. Instead, you see effortless sophistication. No flashy monograms, no oversized brand names, just pure, timeless craftsmanship that speaks without shouting. This is the quiet luxury revolution, and it is taking over the fashion capital right now. Have you noticed how your favorite fashion icons are suddenly wearing pieces that look simple yet feel incredibly expensive? That is the Milan secret. And today, I will show you why Chanel and Prada lovers around the world are embracing this beautiful transformation. So before we dive deep into this elegant journey, please take a moment to subscribe to Italian Street Fashion. Hit that like button and tell me in the comments, have you already started choosing quiet luxury over loud logos? Your support helps me bring you more exclusive insights from the streets of Milan. Now let us uncover this secret together. The Milan secret: why Chanel and Prada lovers are choosing quiet luxury 2026. Imagine owning a bag that does not need a giant logo to announce its worth. A bag that feels like a whisper of heritage, where every stitch tells a story of decades of artistry. That is what quiet luxury means in 2026. And Milan, the heart of Italian fashion, has become the sanctuary for this refined movement. Chanel lovers are trading their double C-covered totes for understated tweed jackets in creamy neutrals. Prada enthusiasts are reaching for nylon backpacks with no visible branding, yet the cut and fabric scream excellence. Why? Because true luxury no longer needs to prove itself. It is confident, subtle, and deeply personal. Walking down Via Monte Napoleon, you will see women and men dressed in what looks like simple clothing. But look closer. The cashmere is from Loro Piana. The leather gloves are from Bottega Veneta without a single woven logo. The sunglasses are from Celine with only a tiny metal dot. This is the new uniform of the sophisticated. Are you ready to join them? Stay with me because I am about to reveal how you can recognize these treasures and why they hold more value than any logo-covered piece ever could. The Milan secret: why Chanel and Prada lovers are choosing quiet luxury 2026. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine the soft rustle of a perfectly tailored wool coat as you step out of a historic Milanese cafe. No one turns to stare at a logo. Instead, people admire the way the fabric drapes over your shoulders, the way the light catches a single vintage brooch pinned near your collar. That is the power of quiet luxury. It does not demand attention. It earns it. In 2026, the most sought-after pieces from Chanel and Prada are not the ones covered in branding. They are the archival-inspired designs, the Ray-edited classics, the pieces that reference the house codes without screaming them. Think of Chanel's little black jacket reimagined with almost invisible stitching. Think of Prada's brushed leather loafers with no metal logo, just a delicate embossed name that only you know is there. This shift is not a trend. It is a return to what luxury always meant: exceptional quality, impeccable fit, and a sense of personal style that cannot be bought off a rack. If you have ever felt tired of being a walking billboard, then this video will change everything you thought you knew about dressing well. Make sure you watch until the final paragraph because I will share where to find these hidden gems and how to build a quiet luxury wardrobe without breaking every bank. Let me take you deeper into this Milan secret. Every morning as the sun rises over the Duomo, a quiet parade begins. Fashion insiders, stylists, and true connoisseurs emerge from their apartments wearing outfits that feel almost anonymous. But here is the truth. Their anonymous-looking clothes cost more than most people's annual salary. Why? Because they invest in fabric, in tailoring, in timeless shapes. A Chanel tweed jacket from the latest collection might have no visible logo, but the moment you touch it, you feel the difference. The wool is sourced from a centuries-old mill in northern France. The buttons are made from mother-of-pearl hand-carved. The lining is pure silk charmeuse. These details never shout, but they create an aura of quiet confidence. And that aura is what Milanese street style is celebrating right now. The people you see walking along the Navigli canals or sipping espresso at Pasticceria Marchesi are not trying to impress strangers. They are dressing for themselves, for the joy of wearing something beautiful. That is the emotional core of quiet luxury. It is not about status. It is about feeling good in your own skin. And when you feel good, you look extraordinary. So the next time you see a person in a simple cream-colored sweater and wide-leg trousers, do not assume they are underdressed. Look at the way the sweater hugs their shoulders. Look at the drape of the trousers. That is the signature of someone who knows the Milan secret. Now you might be wondering, what about Chanel and Prada specifically? Are they abandoning their famous logos? Not at all. They are simply evolving. In 2026, Chanel has released what insiders call the Silent Collection. Imagine the classic flat bag but without the interlocking CC closure. Instead, a smooth rectangular turnlock in aged gold. Prada has introduced the Invisible line, where the triangular logo plate is replaced by a tiny embossed logo inside the bag, visible only to the owner. These design choices are brilliant because they reward the true connoisseur. Only those who understand the heritage recognize the quality. To everyone else, it is just a beautiful bag. But that is precisely the point. Quiet luxury creates an intimate bond between the wearer and the piece. You are not wearing a billboard. You are wearing a secret. That secret feels infinitely more luxurious. Walking through Milan's Brera district, you will see creative directors and gallery owners carrying these understated masterpieces. They pair a Prada silent tote with a vintage army jacket. They wear a Chanel cashmere cardigan over faded denim. The contrast between high and low, between old and new, that is the magic of Milanese styling. It is not about matching head to toe in one brand. It is about curating pieces that speak your personal language. And when that language is quiet, it resonates much louder than any logo ever could. Let me share a story from a recent afternoon on Corso Como. I watched two women meet for lunch. One wore a bright Gucci sweatshirt with huge letters across the chest. The other wore a simple beige trench coat over a black knit dress. At first glance, the woman in Gucci seemed flashier. But after 5 minutes, my eyes kept drifting to the second woman. Why? Because her trench coat had the most beautiful horn buttons I had ever seen. The knit dress had a ribbed texture that caught the light softly. Her bag was a Prada Galleria in Saffiano leather, no logo, just perfect proportions. And her shoes were Chanel slingbacks in nude patent leather, the ones where the iconic cap toe is the only recognizable feature, but only if you know. She was not trying to be noticed, and yet she was unforgettable. That is the lesson of quiet luxury. When you stop chasing attention, attention comes to you naturally. The Milan secret teaches us that true elegance is magnetic precisely because it does not beg. It simply exists beautifully. So if you have been collecting logo-covered pieces and still feel like something is missing, consider this your invitation to try a different path. Start with one piece. One beautifully made item that carries no obvious branding. Wear it for a week. Notice how it makes you feel. I promise you, the confidence it brings will surprise you. Another reason Chanel and Prada lovers are migrating to quiet luxury is sustainability. Not the trendy kind, the real kind. When you buy a logo-covered bag, you are buying a seasonal statement. It looks dated after 2 years. But when you buy a quiet luxury piece, you are buying a lifelong companion. The design is timeless. The quality is heirloom grade. You can pass it to your daughter and it will still look relevant. In Milan, the most respected fashion people are not the ones with the newest collections. They are the ones wearing their mother's vintage Ferragamo loafers or their grandmother's restored Chanel tweed jacket. That is the ultimate flex, wearing history. And quiet luxury embraces this fully. Prada's 2026 nylon backpack is actually a reissue of a 1999 design, but without the triangular logo tag. Chanel's new ballet flats are direct copies of a 1984 model, just updated with better arch support. These houses are learning that their archives hold more value than any trend, and the customers are responding. Sales of non-logo items have increased by over 40% in the Milan flagship stores this year. People are finally prioritizing longevity over novelty. They want pieces that will not end up in a landfill next season. They want beauty that endures. That is a powerful shift, and it is only accelerating as we move further into 2026. So next time you reach for a logo-heavy item, ask yourself, will I love this in 10 years? If the answer is no, then put it back and look for something quieter. Let us talk about color and texture, because quiet luxury is anything but boring. Many people mistakenly think understated means beige and gray only. But walk through Milan in the spring and you will see a symphony of muted yet rich hues. Dusty rose, sage green, ochre yellow, deep burgundy. The difference is in the saturation. Quiet luxury colors are never neon or screaming. They are like watercolors, soft, layered, and deeply pleasing to the eye. Prada has mastered this with their cashmere sweaters in what they call off tints. A sweater might look gray from afar, but up close you see threads of lavender and silver. Chanel's tweeds now incorporate subtle metallic threads that catch the light only when you move. These are details that do not photograph well on a phone screen, but stop people in their tracks in real life. Texture is equally important. A quiet luxury outfit might combine matte cotton with glossy silk, rough linen with smooth leather. The interplay of finishes creates depth without needing patterns or logos. In Milan, you will see a woman wearing a brushed wool coat over a liquid satin dress, her feet in suede boots with a subtle snakeskin embossing. Nothing has a logo, everything looks expensive. The secret is to focus on the tactile experience. If a fabric feels incredible to your fingers, it will look incredible on your body. So train your eye to see beyond prints and branding. Touch the garments, feel the weight of the cloth. That is how you spot true quiet luxury. Now I want to address the elephant in the room. Is quiet luxury only for the wealthy? The answer is no, but with a caveat. Yes, original Chanel and Prada pieces cost thousands. However, the philosophy of quiet luxury is accessible to anyone. You do not need to buy designer labels to embrace understated elegance. Many high street brands now offer quiet luxury-inspired pieces. Think Uniqlo U or COS or Massimo Dutti. The key is to choose wisely. Look for natural fibers like cotton, linen, wool, and cashmere blends. Avoid large logos or brand names on the outside. Choose neutral colors that mix easily. Pay attention to finishing, the way buttons are sewn, the neatness of seams, the quality of zippers. You can build a beautiful, quiet luxury wardrobe by mixing one investment piece with affordable basics. For example, save for a Chanel or Prada bag that has no visible branding. Then pair it with a simple white t-shirt and well-fitted jeans. The bag elevates everything else. Or invest in a pair of perfectly tailored wool trousers from a local tailor, then wear them with a second-hand cashmere sweater. The result is a look that feels polished and personal without screaming money. Milanese street style is full of such combinations. The woman wearing a 10-year-old Prada coat over a €20 linen shirt from a market stall. The man with a vintage Hermes belt fastened over minimalist trousers from an unknown brand. Quiet luxury is not about how much you spend. It is about how thoughtfully you choose. Another aspect of the Milan secret is the importance of fit. You can wear the most expensive cashmere in the world, but if it hangs poorly on your body, it will look cheap. Conversely, a moderately priced garment that has been altered to fit you perfectly will look luxurious. In Milan, almost everyone visits a tailor. Even a simple t-shirt might be taken in at the sides. Trousers are always hemmed to the exact length for the shoes you wear most. Jacket sleeves are shortened to show a 1/4 inch of shirt cuff. These small adjustments cost very little but transform everything. Quiet luxury places massive emphasis on silhouette. The most common shapes you will see in Milan in 2026 are relaxed but not baggy, tailored but not tight. Think of a blazer that skims the body without pulling, trousers that break softly over the top of a loafer, a dress that follows your natural line without clinging. These shapes feel effortless because they are built for your specific proportions. Chanel and Prada have embraced this by offering extended sizing and free alterations in their Milan boutiques. They understand that luxury is personal. No two bodies are exactly alike, so no two garments should fit exactly alike. So when you watch this video, I encourage you to look at the fit of the clothes on the people I describe, not just the brand names. Notice how every hem, every shoulder seam, every cuff seems made for that unique person. That is the art of quiet luxury, and it is available to anyone willing to invest a little time in tailoring money. Let us explore accessories because they are where quiet luxury truly shines. A handbag with no logo, a watch with a simple leather strap, a pair of sunglasses with invisible branding. These pieces quietly communicate taste. In 2026, the most talked about accessory in Milan is the Prada brushed leather belt. It has no buckle engraving, no logo on the tip, just supremely soft leather and a matte silver buckle. Yet everyone who knows. The same goes for Chanel's ballerina flats in nude lambskin. There is no double C on the toe. The only clue is the slightly padded insole and the perfect arch support. These accessories serve as secret handshakes among fashion insiders. When you wear them, you are not showing off your wealth. You are showing off your knowledge. And that knowledge is more impressive than any price tag. I have seen business executives nodding approvingly at a stranger's watch because it was a discontinued Prada dress watch from 2001, recognizable only by the shape of the case. I have seen two women become friends because they both carried the same Chanel reissue bag without the CC turn lock. These moments of recognition are magical because they are rare. They feel like finding a member of your tribe. That is the emotional reward of quiet luxury. It connects you to a community of people who value craft over commerce, subtlety over spectacle. If that sounds appealing to you, then start exploring the quiet corners of your favorite designer collections. Look for the pieces that do not scream. Those are the ones worth collecting. The Milan secret also involves a change in how we consume fashion content. If you scroll through Instagram or TikTok today, you will notice a shift. The loud hauls and the what I bought videos are being replaced by slow styling sessions and wardrobe edit content. People are tired of being sold things. They want to learn how to appreciate what they already own. Quiet luxury aligns perfectly with this mindful approach. In Milan, the most influential fashion creators are not the ones with millions of followers. They are the ones who post grainy photos of a well-worn coat, a cherished pair of shoes, a bag that has accompanied them on every adventure. These creators celebrate patina, the softening of leather, the fading of color, the tiny scratches that tell a story. They remind us that luxury is not about perfection. It is about living beautifully with beautiful things. Chanel and Prada have noticed this shift and are quietly supporting it. They have started hosting small, invitation-only workshops where customers can learn to care for their leather goods, to raid dye-faded fabrics, to replace worn linings. These workshops are never advertised. They are shared by word of mouth. That exclusivity, not based on wealth but on genuine passion, is the heart of quiet luxury. So as you watch this video, think about your own relationship with your clothes. Do you love them like old friends? Do you take time to maintain them? That is the Milan secret made real. I want to leave you with a practical guide to spotting quiet luxury on the streets of Milan or anywhere in the world. First, look at the seams. High-quality garments have neatly finished interior seams, often bound or overlocked with matching thread. Second, feel the weight. A well-made coat or sweater will feel substantial without being heavy. Third, check the buttons. Are they sewn on securely with a small shank to allow movement? Are they made of natural materials like corozo nut or mother of pearl? Fourth, examine the lining. Cheap clothes often have polyester linings that stick to your body. Quiet luxury uses viscose, cupro, or silk linings that breathe. Fifth, listen. Yes, listen. Quality leather bags and shoes make a soft, satisfying sound when handled, not a plasticky squeak. Finally, trust your instinct. If a piece makes you feel calm and confident when you wear it, it does not matter what label is inside. You have found your quiet luxury. The people of Milan have known this for generations. They walk through their beautiful city wearing clothes that feel like a second skin. They are not chasing trends. They are not performing for anyone. They simply exist in elegance. And that is why Chanel and Prada lovers, along with everyone who appreciates true style, are choosing quiet luxury in 2026. You can choose it too, starting today. The Milan secret: why Chanel and Prada lovers are choosing quiet luxury 2026. Now you know the secret. It is not about money. It is about mindfulness. It is about choosing quality over quantity, subtlety over shouting, and longevity over fast fashion thrills. My channel, Italian Street Fashion, is dedicated to bringing you these insights directly from the sidewalks of Milan's most stylish neighborhoods. Every week I walk the streets, talk to local designers, and study the way real people express themselves through clothing. I do not follow runway fads. I follow authentic style. If you want to stay ahead of the quiet luxury movement and learn how to dress with effortless Italian elegance, then please subscribe right now. Hit that like button if this video opened your eyes to a new way of seeing fashion. And comment below with one quiet luxury piece you already own or hope to own one day. I read every comment and love learning from this beautiful community. Thank you for walking with me through the secret streets of Milan. Remember, true luxury never needs to announce itself. It simply is. Arrivederci, and I will see you in the next video.